In today's world, it's so easy to get lost in all the materialism technology provides us. The average person is dependent on so many things it seems impossible to have complete self-control over our own lives. But it wasn't always like that. A long, long time ago, around 2,500 years to be specific, philosophy was the ruling substance over many places in the world. Around that time, in ancient Greece, Stoicism was born. The name Stoicism derives from the stoa poikileor, or painted porch, a colonnade decorated with mythical and historical battle scenes on the north side of the marketplace in Athens, where Zeno of Citium and his followers gathered to discuss their ideas, near the end of the 4th century BC. Unlike the Epicureans, another philosophical school based on the teachings of Epicurus, Zeno chose to teach his philosophy in a public space. Stoicism was originally known as Zenonism. However, this name was soon dropped, likely because the Stoics did not like the risk of the philosophy becoming a cult of personality. Zeno's most influential successor was Chrysippus, who followed Cleanthes as leader of the school, and was responsible for molding what is now called Stoicism. It quickly became the foremost popular philosophy among the educated elite in the Hellenistic world and the Roman Empire, to the point where, in the words of Gilbert Murray, nearly all the successors of Alexander professed themselves Stoics. Later Roman Stoics focused on promoting a life in harmony within the universe within which we are active participants. But what exactly is Stoicism? At its core, Stoicism is not merely a set of abstract theories, but a practical philosophy aimed at helping individuals cultivate wisdom, virtue, and inner peace. Central to Stoic teachings is the notion of living in accordance with nature, accepting the world as it is, while focusing on what lies within our control, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes. One of the most renowned Stoic philosophers, Epictetus, famously emphasized the importance of distinguishing between what is within our power and what is not. He taught that our happiness and well-being depend not on external circumstances, but on our own judgments and responses to those circumstances. By practicing mindfulness and exercising reasoned judgment, we can attain a state of inner tranquility, unaffected by the tumultuous events of the external world. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, further expounded upon these principles in his Meditations, a timeless collection of personal reflections and philosophical musings. Through his writings, Aurelius reminds us of the impermanence of life, urging us to embrace change with equanimity and to uphold our moral principles in the face of adversity. But Stoicism is not merely about enduring hardships stoically. It is also about actively cultivating virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By striving to live in accordance with these virtues, Stoics aim to achieve eudaimonia, a state of flourishing and fulfillment that arises from living a life of virtue and rationality. Death for the Stoics is a natural event that should happen, and worrying about it is a mere waste of time. Also, according to the dogma, humans are separated into two different categories: living beings and rational beings. Living beings are capable of eating, drinking, sleeping, and every other act that keeps them alive. By doing so, waves of pleasure erupt from their body, so strong that they overflow critical thinking, resulting into emotional override, where the organism is a puppet to its feelings. The rational being is also capable of executing these activities. However, it uses reason to control all the emotional urges that come out of its body. In that way, the organism masters its feelings. The Stoics believed that the main difference in us humans and animals lies in our ability to become rational beings and govern emotional outbursts. Now let's take a look at the most important figures of Stoicism across time. Couldn't start any other way without Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism. His teachings laid the groundwork for Stoic philosophy, emphasizing the pursuit of virtue, living in accordance with nature, and cultivating inner tranquility. Epictetus, born a slave in Hierapolis, present-day Turkey, rose to prominence as one of the most revered Stoic philosophers. His teachings, recorded by his student Arrian in the Discourses and Enchiridion, focused on the importance of distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not. As said before, Epictetus remains one of the most crucial Stoics who ever lived. Probably the most famous one. Marcus Aurelius, widely recognized as one of the most significant Stoic philosophers, Marcus Aurelius served as Roman emperor from 161 to 180 CE. His Meditations offers a glimpse into his personal reflections and Stoic principles, emphasizing the importance of virtue, acceptance of the present moment, and the transient nature of life. Seneca the Younger. A prominent Roman statesman, playwright, and Stoic philosopher, Seneca's writings encompass a wide range of topics, from ethics and virtue to the nature of anger and the importance of self-control. His letters, essays, and tragedies continue to inspire readers with their timeless wisdom and practical insights. Cleanthes. A student and successor of Zeno, Cleanthes played a crucial role in developing Stoic doctrine, particularly in his elaboration of Stoic physics and theology. He succeeded Zeno as the head of the Stoic school in Athens and contributed significantly to its early development. Chrysippus. A prolific writer and influential Stoic philosopher, Chrysippus made substantial contributions to Stoic ethics, logic, and physics. His works helped systematize Stoic teachings and shape the direction of the school in the centuries to come. Musonius Rufus was a Stoic philosopher and teacher whose teachings focused on practical ethics, personal conduct, and the role of philosophy in everyday life. He emphasized the importance of self-discipline, virtue, and the pursuit of knowledge, particularly for fostering moral character and social harmony. Panaetios of Rhodes was a Stoic philosopher who sought to bridge the gap between Stoicism and other philosophical traditions, including Platonism and Peripateticism. He contributed to the development of Stoic cosmology and natural philosophy, advocating for a rational and ethical approach to understanding the natural world. Diogenes of Babylon was a Stoic philosopher who served as the head of the Stoic school in Athens. He made significant contributions to Stoic ethics, logic, and epistemology, refining and elaborating upon the teachings of earlier Stoic thinkers. Now let's take a look at the timeline of Stoicism, as it will help everyone understand its profound nature. Classical period 3rd century BCE, 3rd century CE. Stoicism flourished during the Hellenistic and Roman periods, experiencing rapid growth. Stoic philosophy gained popularity across the Mediterranean world, attracting followers from diverse backgrounds. Decline and transformation. 3rd century CE, Middle Ages. With the decline of the Roman Empire and the rise of Christianity, Stoicism gradually lost its prominence as a dominant philosophical school. However, Stoic ideas continued to influence later Christian theologians and medieval thinkers, albeit in modified forms. Revival in the Renaissance and early modern period. Stoicism experienced a small revival during the Renaissance and early modern periods, as scholars rediscovered ancient Stoic texts and incorporated Stoic ideas into their philosophical and literary works. On the surface, most of these Stoic teachings may sound simple, but the truth is that only a few, if any, practice them in the modern era. I hope this video gave out a deeper look on Stoicism and its beliefs so that everybody can contemplate on this ancient philosophy.